you will always end up looking stringy. You will always be holding yourself back from never paying your dues with these first couple of bulks. What is up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's ASMR sip is 1907, coupon code Russo. ASMR Spritz Intelligent Elephant Carbon, coupon code Russo. Gorilla Mind, coupon code Russo. Young LA, coupon code Russo. Check out all the other coupon code Russos in the description below. Today I'm going to be going into set point muscle, and overall I'm still battling against all the lean bulkers. Let's go into and pad this opinion and theory, which is nothing but a bro science opinion and theory. I do believe in maingaining, lean bulking, in the sense of you're satisfied with your physique, you want to stay lean, you want to keep the face aesthetics going, and you want to slowly put on a little bit of muscle each year. And maybe, for a competitive standpoint, is how I kind of view it. A performance aspect, in a sense, is like you're at the desired stage weight when you come in. So you sit so many pounds above the stage weight, refine your physique, make improvements, bring up lagging body parts, bring up thickness, and then come back down. We all need to bulk. This is the generation that refuses to bulk because of clout, because they don't want their face to be fat, and because they are constantly seen in the public eye and they want clout. I'm just being straight up. I decided, remember, I was gonna do this prep that everyone's bitching at me that I apparently didn't do, where I've been completely transparent and honest, but I'll go into it. And I reacted a little bit on my new vlog, so check out Ryan Russo Vlogs, subscribe to that channel. It's not shadow banned, so I appreciate if you search Ryan Russo Vlogs and hit the subscribe button on there. But I was put under fire coming off the gyno surgery, fat as shit, around 250 pounds, despite, and I'll have Andrew throw up a pic of me with my waist at 260 pounds on cycle in Tacoma, Washington, inclining the 140 pound dumbbells. I was up at that weight at 260 plus in the morning, lifting, eating like a maniac, on cycle, building a set point, letting all that size bake on me, going on cycle to match the cycle to the size weight I am, to start to garner tissue, build up muscle nuclei, have all the strength and density of sitting up there and doing 4 plates ass to grass for volume on squats, 3 plates 365 front squat ass to grass, inclining the 140 pound dumbbells, making use of being that heavy for the strength volume. I then came back to Pittsburgh, life fell apart, got gyno surgery, fucking lost the physique, fat at 250. Now this was the predicament, right? I get with Alec. Alec wants to shred me down, shut all the haters up, and wants to do it as quick as possible. When you go off gear to get a surgery, you lose about 6 months of progress in the gym that I had to make up. In my opinion, I wanted to look like I lift at 240 as a set point before I shred down to the stage weight, which would have been around 190 to 205 pounds on stage. That's where I would have sat completely diced, actually conditioned, and overall, I want to do good at my first show. I just want to not look like I rushed the prep and to look like full. When you shred down rapidly, you become stringy as shit, and that's what a lot of the competitors look like on stage. I decided, me and Alec went back and forth because Alec wants all the hate crew to shut the fuck up and me to just reveal my physique. I wanted to rebuild at 240 because, like I said, before 2020 happened, I was 250 with vein separation on the injectable LGD 4033. That's the physique in my mind that I'm like, I've already been there. I want to get back there, at least pretty fucking close to back there, and then do my shred down, sacrifice some tissue, and then I come in full. The other thing was that I wasn't training like a bodybuilder. Point I'm trying to make is, because I did this bulk, I now can easily sit at 240 to 230 pounds on 350 milligrams of testosterone and a little bit of YK11, and you saw my current Instagram reel. That's 240. I'm wearing double XL and Young LA top and bottom. I don't need to, know that I'm big or not, right? I'm in double XL. Everyone comes up to me at the gym, right? I understand I don't have the prettiest insertions feelings or anything. What I'm saying is my big bulk, getting up there half sloppy, clanging and banging heavy weights, and then maintaining the strength, my muscles remember, right? I can get back there, you know, has yielded me a new set point to where as I come down now that I look like I lift again at this heavy ass weight, I can sacrifice some tissue and come in full as shit, and then when I rebound out of my first show, then I can sit at the healthy weight. Point being is I paid my dues, I went up to that size, my body won't forget. Think about when you first start lifting, you know, the first time you hit 180 pounds, it's so hard, it's so hard, it's so hard, it's so hard. Then you get up to 200 pounds, you know, but when you get up to 200 pounds and go back to 180 pounds, you look way different than when you were first at 180 pounds, and you would look bigger than if you would have stayed at 180 and reshaped your physique there. That's my 2 cents, because if you did go up to 200 pounds, you would get stronger from just being at a heavier weight. And if you turned that into compound movement volume and came back down, you would have more muscle density build up. You'd have more myofibril content in your muscles from training heavier with heavier volume from being heavy. And then you could reshape it back at 180. That's what I think a lot of people miss out on, is that if you do one big bulk and then pay your dues with that bulk, you get a little sloppy, the face gets a little fat, but you sit there and you bake that size on and you use that size to lift heavier. The next time you cut down to the actual weight you want to be, you will be denser, you will be fuller, you will be more separated, and you will have more myofibril content. So when you do the sarcoplasmic training, aka you do the high volume workouts like you're training like a bodybuilder, you'll fill out, you'll have a way crazier physique. And that's where you get these physiques where you're like, dang, he only weighs 213, but he looks like he weighs 230. Well, there's two ways to do that. There's to sit there, main gain, use drugs, and do tons of bodybuilder training to where once the drugs are gone, boom, the whole fucking physique deflates. Or there's the more old school way of you bulk up, you build up a physique that's kind of sloppy, way above what you actually want to weigh. You use all that weight to generate strength and power, and then you bring all that back down, you reactivate it on a different blast of drugs, training like a bodybuilder. Now you have this hard, dense, crazy look that won't go away because you have the strength and power garnered to maintain it. I can sit around 230, eat nothing all day on a cruise of testosterone, and it looked like I lift. If I told you that when I was 21, 22, I wouldn't believe you, because I was struggling to be 220 pounds. But again, I paid my dues as a boy, and now I sit here with a set point instead of death blasting every single prep to get into shape. That's what I want to bring up, is like when they put these stage weights, right? And you can apply this if you're never going to compete in your life. You put these stage weights, you want to sit 40 to 45 pounds above the stage weight and look like you lift, so the next time you come back to that desired weight, you look insane, versus someone who sits 10 pounds above. Unless you're a genetically blessed individual and have good muscle insertions and good flow, good aesthetics, let's be honest, I'm not, you're probably not, maybe you are, you will always end up looking stringy. You will always be holding yourself back from never paying your dues with these first couple of bulks to get to where you want. So it's like, I understand main gaining. I think a lot of people, when I just watch people in the gym, right, they need to do one legit bulk, they need to actually train super hard on the bulk, and then reveal what they build under. Now, you can do these lean bulks, and it's possible. You're not getting everything you could get, my 2 cents. And that's just a calories in, calories out thing. And for the people who go like, you know, I don't want to get fat, I don't want, like, so you're gonna hold water retention in your face from pushing the calories. But as far as like being fat, at 260, my waist was tight because I'm using a steroid SARM androgen enhancement cycle to match the food intake. And I'm keeping up food intake wise while using the stimulus of the training to create the epigenetic environment to morph my physique at that weight to where it actually doesn't look half bad to the average NPC walking on the street. And then it looks fine when I get back into striking range to where I actually want to compete at, or if you're just a local gym guy, to where I want to sit my weight when I go to the beach. This sounds crazy, right? This is such common knowledge that is being gone against by this younger generation that doesn't want to bulk, that wants to chase aesthetics, and that says like, you either have the genetics or you don't. You can go against your genetics. It's been done. Like, I don't understand. Like, for me to sit here and harp on just doing a legit 3, 4, or 5 year bulk and then seeing what you can do with that. I'm not saying to look sloppy. The only times I got sloppy is when I did the fucking gyno surgery and came off gear at 250. It's impossible to hold that weight, that muscle weight for me naturally at 250 unless I use anabolic assistance and I build the cycle to match my food intake. I paid all my dues. Now I'm like 230 and that's my new set point physique, and I can go down or go up. I could build a set point at 260 if I wanted. If I sat at 300, 320, blast a gear, came back at 260. Then I could sit at 260 on 250 milligrams a week and it still look like I lift because I paid my dues with that bulk. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't wanna be that big. I don't wanna be an open heavyweight competitor. If I did, that's some shit I'd have to do right now to be competitive. But to say that no one can modify their size, you're stuck at the size you're at, you're only stuck with your muscle insertions, aka how your muscles look. You can change the amount of mass, the fat-free mass index, and you can change the density of the muscle through heavy training, and you can change the volumization of the muscle through high volume sarcoplasmic training. And this has been proven time and time again, observing professional bodybuilders' careers, especially professional bodybuilders who start out in powerlifting, have a bunch of dense, sucked in, natty looking muscle, and when they switch, boom, they're ballooned out and they still got that density from the myofibril content of strength training. I just want to open people's eyes. People don't understand the basics of how contest prep goes and how it can be applied to a regular gym goer who never wants to compete and who never wants to get involved in that. But to say like, and it's crazy, my ending rant is that I watch these guys, they get their pro card, and I feel like some of them, they get it a little bit too quickly, and they go, I'm just gonna do like a 6-month off season and then right into my first pro show, and I'm gonna get competing on the pro stage. You know, I'm gonna get more attention, more clout, have more eyeballs on me, and you know, I'm just gonna compete right off the bat. Where in my head, when you get the pro card, you should do 2-year off season, in my opinion, 2-year off season, at least a 1.5 year off season, and really see if you can put on that new tissue to bring at a higher stage weight. You need to pay your dues. You need to get a little bit fluffy. You need to push calories. You need to eat big to get big. And then boom, you create a new set point, and then you come in at the IFBB pro stage weight. And then once you're at the IFBB pro stage weight, then you do the main gaining shit, work on your weak points, bring up your lagging body parts at that set point. The whole point of my rant is that the set point for anyone's body can be changed through the cycle, the amount of calories to match the cycle to keep it decent looking, right? You know, the more androgens, the higher your metabolic rate goes, and the more you can push the food. That's why you see the super heavyweights eat like 8,000 calories a day. You're like, I get fat as shit eating 8,000 calories. When they're on gear, it doesn't fucking matter. You just match the cycle to the food intake, and then it's how much you can tear apart your body and how you're tearing apart your body in the gym. But to say that your genetics, oh, you're set to only be this big, bullshit, change my mind in the comments below. I'll see you guys in my next video.